be talking to you about verrucas. Where do they come from? How do they start? And how do you treat them? Have you ever had a verruca before? Well, let's get straight to it. Now, if you haven't been to the channel before, then welcome to DG Podiatrist, the Foot Scraper. And I'm going to talk you through a little bit more about what's going on. Now, without further ado, let's get to it. So verrucas are caused by the human papillomavirus. And you may have heard of this before, but don't get scared. The verrucas I'm talking about are affecting your feet and your toes in between, and even the bottom aspect of them. Now, there are many types of warts caused by the HPV virus. Now, the ones I'm going to be focusing and talking to you about are common ones, such as the common wart, which can be quite flat, and you get a raised wart, which you probably associated with the witch's nose, and also what we call a mosaic virus. The mosaic virus, as you can see in these images, looks a lot more clustered. Now, how do you know if it's a verruca or if it's not a verruca? Common symptoms of it being a verruca, you can feel, some people complain that it's itching, painful, uncomfortable, or they feel as if they're stepping on a needle. And why is this? Let's get into a little bit more deeper and look closer at the biology of what's happening. So here you see the HPV virus. And because it's a virus, it needs a host to survive, aka your wonderful foot. So what can happen is it just needs a singular skin cell to attach onto. Once this attachment is made, it replicates in its honor. So now we've got a whole bunch of skin cells with the viral aspect attached to it. That's not great. Now, how does that cause a change in the appearance on the outer? So now you can see it. Why don't we zoom out a little bit more so we can see your skin layers and talk about that a little further. Now, in these very simplified skin layer image, let's keep it nice and sweet, guys. We have little capillaries that run in between. Now, capillaries are what supply your skin with that rich, nutritious blood that help us look fantastic and keep the skin vitality top-notch. Have any of you guys ever had a paper cut before? And thought, oh my god, I can't believe my finger's bleeding because it's such a shallow cut. You can thank your capillaries for that one. Now, let's get back to the foot and back to the verrucas. As you can see here, when the skin cell starts to replicate with the virus inside, it causes a change in the way that the skin layers reproduce. This causes the layers of the skin to almost become unbalanced and uneven. And those capillaries that were normally sitting nice and happily inside get pushed to the surface, which is supplying the area with the nutritious blood, helping keep your verruca alive. Now, how do we treat verrucas? Treatment is quite interesting. Because it's a virus and it's not a bacteria or a fungal, your doctor or podiatrist won't be able to give you a magic solution or antibiotics that's going to make these things go away. Now, some stories say that verrucas go away on their own accord, and I can hand on heart say there's only been a handful of people that I've seen in my 10 years of working that have actually gone away by themselves. So let's focus on the stuff that you can do as soon as you notice it. The sooner you notice that it's a verruca or it becomes diagnosed, it is so important to start treatment immediately to prevent excess replication in the skin cells and making it grow further. Over-the-counter treatments, which may vary from country to country, can include certain over-the-counter products such as bazooka, freezing cans, and other sort of ones that you see on the screen now. Please check with your pharmacist or your doctor what's available in your countries to see if there's anything that you can do topically at home yourself safely. Now, if you were to come to see someone like me, a podiatrist in London, here's some of the things that I look forward to doing. The two techniques that I use that I find very effective. One is something called cryotherapy. Now, cryotherapy is also known as freezing. So the aim of this cryotherapy is, what it does is relocalize that area and freeze it only. By freezing this area specifically, we cause a very rapid constriction of those capillaries and your blood vessels. Therefore, triggering a signal to your brain, going, hey, listen, there's a problem down here. You need to send everything from your immune system down here to fight the virus inside. Then, as that part of your foot warms up, the blood vessels dilate, now carrying all the antibodies and increasing the inflammation in that area to help try to fight it from the inside out. In combination with that, another product which you may have heard of in beauty products called salicylic acid it's used topically to treat verrucas also. Now, I'm not talking about a 2.5 or 5% or 10%. I'm talking about a whopping 60% that goes on top. What that does, it eats away on the upper layers of the skin, preventing the replication of the viral cells in that area to help prevent it from getting worse, and sometimes can fully eradicate it. Now, how many treatments does it take for the verruca to disappear? Unfortunately, that's not anything myself as a podiatrist, a doctor, or consultant can even tell you. It all depends on how your immune system reacts to the treatments. So, I'm sure you've heard me talk about immune systems quite a lot now. Now let's get into more detail about that one. It is so important to keep your immune system as strong as possible to help fight viruses. Now, I really feel it's really good to make sure you're healthy inside out. So, as you may have heard before, to make sure your immune system's good, make sure you drink plenty of water. Don't stress. Eat those leafy greens that you probably don't like, or if you do like, fantastic, keep at them. Making sure that you take any vitamins if you're lacking of anything else, and making sure your personal hygiene is top-notch. Now, if you feel like you have a verruca and you're not sure about it, or if you tried over-the-counter stuff and it's not working for you, maybe now is the best time for you to go see a professional and get it treated properly. If you've had a verruca before, if you have any questions, or if you're thinking to yourself, I think I better get something sorted, or hey, I had a verruca before and it disappeared, drop a comment down below because you know I love to hear it all. And for more videos, stay tuned because they're coming soon, guys. Thanks for watching.